Hey, what is up, guys? It is Creative Corbin here, and for a very long time, it's been about 4 months since I've made a video. But today is special. Today is my upgraded World War I props and toys. Alright, let us start off with, you know what, let's just start off at one of my favorites. We have the Nagant revolver. It's an amazing gun. It was big for its time because when you cocked it, the cylinder itself, while my thumb was tapping, would move forward, allowing it to make a gas seal. So when you shot, nothing came out the sides. You didn't have no gunpowder spraying anywhere. It was just a simple, not simple. 1 second. Let me get a different angle with the video so I can show y'all. 1 second. Okay. The Mosin Nagant. Now I think I've done a video on this. If not, then boo-hoo. But I have a faint memory that I thought I did. Yep. Not much on the outside. You know, normal people just looks like a revolver. But if you're an expertise such as me, which I'm not, but most people would know what this revolver is because it's very iconic. You would flip down that, oh, shell already came out, and shells come out. Now with this shell, in real life, this is a little bit longer. When you put it in, these would actually be poking out the top, because when you had it poking out the top, when you cocked it, this, like I said, moves forward, so the shell itself would go inside the barrel pretty much, creating an entire gas seal. So when you shoot the gun, all the gunpowder, all the power is coming out that barrel. None of it's squeezing out the sides like what would happen with a normal revolver. Now, a cool feature about this, so I'm working on my articulation because I have a speech impediment slightly. You would press this right here, press that down, turn it to the what seems on my side to be the right, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and once you have it out, you tilt it to the side like that, and you've actually got a ramrod. But I am not going to actually use it at the moment because it is very findly and it kind of flops all over the place and pokes the shells out. Pretty neat. Moving on to the next gun. We have the Mauser broom handle C96. Now, if you followed me or subscribed to my channel a long time ago, back when I first started, I actually reviewed this very pistol. I still have it, and it's in decently good condition, but it has broken to where I can't really cock it back anymore. The modified magazine I made to like have it more World War I style. I just cut the magazine in half, which pretty much deletes its function. Yep, let's get a different angle. Forgive me that my hair isn't on fleek right now. I usually have it like neatly combed back, but right now it's just in its floof position to where I can't really style it. You know, that's just the way I am with my hair. I'm very self-conscious about it, wanting it to be perfect. All right, back on topic. Mauser C96 broom handle, which if there was a Red 9 on here, it would be called the Red 9. That's one of the nicknames. I'm pretty sure that's World War II actually, because they had this through World War II. Now this pistol, I had very slightly put a orange tip on it, but from here, you can barely see it. All right, so I'm doing that because the magazine falls out, but it's a very nice pistol. I like its design. Very sleek looking. It's not sleek, it's big and chunky, but it is got a thin barrel, nice straight lines, nothing too fancy. You have the sight adjustment here, which I still haven't painted that, and that's been there since I first got it. This used to be yellow, orange, and blue and all that stuff, but I modified it. And then we would have safety and off safety right there. And semi-auto, apparently there's a full auto, I don't know. I've been, with airsoft guns, this is the change for full auto. Change for full auto and semi-auto, which is dumb because I don't think pistols should be full auto. My opinion on that. When you cock it, that's what I mean. no sound. You don't have any click that used to be. And then when you fired, it would make a loud bang actually, but now it's just doesn't make any sound. That is the Mauser C96. Moving on to the simple things, we have, this is my homemade World War I bayonet. Now, I am, not to brag, but, you know, I'm pretty aware that I'm good at making things. And this is one of them, one of my best creations, actually, because I put a lot of effort into, like, you know, I don't do things like this. I don't ever make things out of real metal and wood. But we have here the long bayonet. Now, I modeled this more off of the M1903 Springfield bayonet. But, you know, to me, a bayonet's a bayonet. And it does depend on what gun it goes to, because all guns have different clicks, usually. Different mechanisms to attach the bayonet to. Now, I tried to, like, make a hole for the barrel, but this is more of just for looks, and you can bring it out and play with it, pretend to stab. I think you might have heard me just pass gas, but even if you did, oh well. Alright, yeah, I dulled the tip. Can't really stab anything with it, thankfully, so I can play with it a little bit more. That is the M1903 Springfield bayonet. I'm going to move on to, now all these things that I've created have been pretty recent. These have been through the quarantine. We have German stick grenade. Now this is probably not the best. To me, it looks amazing. Honestly, something about it, it actually just feels like a normal stick grenade. In the real life, this wouldn't be as big. Like I used a dog food can, and this handle would be a little bit thicker. And of course it would be made out of wood. I made this out of PVC pipe. And then I ran sandpaper down it to make it look like it had wood grain on it. But yeah, my stick grenade, and I actually really like it. I don't know, it just feels good in my hands. Also, the cap pops off like that to pretend that you ignited the fuse. You don't really have a fuse, but inside the gun, once you pull it, there is a fuse. Moving on to one of my best guns that I've made. Well, sorry, one of my first. We have, now this is more similar to the Sten gun from World War II, except it has no stock. It has its similarities. It's made out of PVC pipe. Now, I'm going to get a different angle real quick so I can just talk better. Alright, so we have, I really like this gun actually. This is made out of a fish grabber handle I found near a highway when I was going to the gas station. Stick mag, normal, nothing special. Sights, iron sights I made out of cardboard and hot glue. I like them pretty. I think since they're so big and have a lot of room to look in, I just like that personally. If it's like a small, tiny iron sight, more for like rifles. If I don't have a rifle, I don't like it. What I'm saying is I wouldn't want a small sight on a machine gun, because I kind of have just more, when I'm aiming, I just got more spray. It feels better. I feel like I'm not trying to be as exact, but with the rifle, I would prefer a smaller sight. Now, very simple, just pull it off. Now you might be wondering what these are. Right here, this was a mechanism, or I am so smart for taping cardboard to my PVC pipe gun. It's really simple. It just creates some tension so it's springy, and I put hot glue inside of it. That crease, not the top, but the crease inside, I put hot glue in to give it more of a spring. And what that does is when you have it on, you see how they close in like that? Prevents this from going anywhere. It'll stay on no matter what you do. No matter what you do, it'll stay on. So yeah. More of a Sten gun, but I wanted it to be an MP18, which is a German machine gun introduced near 1918 at the end of the war, sadly. Yeah, now this was actually, it's a cool story is my friend bought a marshmallow gun from the Renaissance Festival when I went with him for the choir field trip. He bought me one. We played marshmallow firing at each other for a couple times. And it was sitting in my garage for a couple of years, like one year, 2 years. I saw it and I was like, you know what, I'll spray paint this olive green. And at first, it was just this, and there was a little cap on it. And, sorry, that's what I will hold it by. But now, recently, I made a magazine for it. Moving on, because I don't want to spend too much time. We've done that. We'll get on to the cool stuff in a bit, so stay tuned and do not leave, please. I'm just kind of going up, so I'm just doing what the things are closest. We have nothing special, a German Stahlhelm. This thing was $12. It was plastic, and it was like a Nicky Biggs Novelties or something. Just really bendy rubber. You can tell that I've dropped it. It's chipped the paint, but honestly, I kind of like it. It's pretty simple, and I drilled holes where I used to have a strap. Yeah, simple German Stahlhelm. I would usually wear that when I usually I wear this when I want to be more active, such as lugging around a heavy steel helmet, such as that one. This one is light. When I say dumb, which I'm going to, it is very dumb because it's just thin rubber. It's actually pretty sturdy, but it's rubber. It's just cheap, and you can make it look better. You can do anything, pretty much. Now I'm putting it on. My hair is so long, I have to do this and keep it from getting in my face when I put it on. Yeah, pretty simple, a little small for me, but it is what it is. $12 helmet. Which I thought this was the best, but speaking of now at this very moment, that's the centerpiece right there. Moving on, we have the German Pickelhaube. Very funny looking hat, and of course, anytime I mention its name, people laugh and they're like, Pickelhaube. Immature little people. Okay, I'm just kidding. No offense to anyone if you're taking offense to that. Which I don't know why you would. Yeah, simple German Pickelhaube. Yeah, I actually really like this. It's very, very old-fashioned. When I wear it, I feel like I'm really, grimy, old, war. This was the beginning of World War I for the Germans, besides from the wool cap. Now, moving on, we have my uniform. Now, I am not rich enough to provide myself with a real World War I uniform. This is pretty much my own style of it. I have a wool coat, pretty much. Got it from a surplus store. The pockets aren't correct. Nothing about this is correct to the real World War I thing, besides from its, a dark green. On camera, it's a little bit brighter, but from when I see it, it's a little bit more of a brownish green. There's two pockets, one higher up here, one down here, and on the same side. And the collar isn't as pointed, but you know what? I don't really care about that stuff. It looks good when I'm playing outside, running around. Now, inside, we have what would be, I wouldn't say flannel, I don't know the name, but they wore a blue undergarment under their coat. It was made out of another wool, but it was a little bit thinner. It had their name, not their name, it had their number, because they had a little white piece of wool taped to the belly of their clothing. They would write their number or their name. I don't know which exactly it is. This isn't exact. This didn't really have a collar. The real one doesn't have a collar. It's more of just a little, if I covered that, you see that button right there, it would pretty much just be that all the way around, but not the same buttonholes. Inside, we have the pants. Now, I think these are actual real World War I trousers. Geez, once again on camera, this thing looks really bright green, but it's not, don't worry. All right, man, I talk too much. Closing that up, we have my simple, nothing special suspenders from Amazon that I use to hold up my pants, because they were suspenders. Now this I will actually put on for camera, but we have the World War I, if I can unbuckle it with one hand real quick. World War I 1918 ammo belt, M1903 Springfield ammo belt. This is the M1903 cartridge. It's got the button, the old metal snap. This isn't real, but it is a replica, an exact reproduction. JT&L 1918. So this was closer to the end of the war. A little bit simple design. It wasn't the entire webbing set that they wore most of the time in the war. It isn't the exact color as my backpack, sadly. I guess, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of the different regions they fought in. Sand, forest, field, things like that. So they had different uniforms. Now this is real World War I backpack. Now this can be modified and stretched out in different tons of ways. This right here, what I'm grabbing is the entire, I'm not just grabbing this, I'm trying to show you that this entire thing that can kind of be moved would fold out, and you could have a longer backpack, and then these straps would also extend out, and you could put like clothes and stuff. It's really weird how it works. This backpack's very intricate, yet it looks simple. Oh, and actually, I've got these little ration things that I bring with me sometimes. We have the, surprisingly, this thing's pretty good condition for having the entire thing, the shovel pouch. US shovel pouch. Pretty neat, and man, I love the smell of the surplus stuff as I continue to cough. Yeah. Now, fun fact, this backpack isn't found often with this actually the entire thing intact, so that's pretty nifty, pretty decent, all real. Now, I wanted this belt to be the same color as this, but once again, it wasn't. That's fine. Now, I actually think that's a blood stain from what I've been searching, that, you know, over times of being bleached and cleaned, that's more likely a blood stain. And I thought this might have been a bullet hole, because you can patch bullet holes like that, and that looks pretty messy. And it's messy and clean at the same time. It's just a normal circle. So, but once again, if a bullet went through that, it more likely would have went through this too. But, you know, I have my assumptions. If you open this, actually, this is the old lining to my WW1 helmet, and it broke and came out. So I had nowhere to put it, and it actually serves as a good filler for this backpack. So now when I have it in, it kind of has a stuffed look to it, and I don't have to carry as much things. Alright, I'm going to put this on for you in just 1 second. Now excuse me, good lad, as I put on my kit. My expensive fancy kit. You just throw it on. Now this belt once again came separate, but as you can see, you're probably thinking, how did you get it attached? No, you're probably not thinking that, but you know, it looks amazing. I personally love it. Turn all the way around. I'm not in my uniform at the moment. I don't want to get into that. It's very stressful getting into a World War I uniform, trust me. I'm not a soldier, so I'm not used to it yet. Now, these are clips that you can hook on to these little metal loops. Now, this is actually how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be 2 pockets away from the buckle, according to the videos I've been watching. Now, I mean it when I say it was stressful trying to find any video involving this army belt, this M1903 Springfield army belt. Now, according to that, like with that, it was really hard trying to find out how to attach this and everything. But it looks amazing, honestly. I love it. It looks amazing when I've got my entire uniform on, this thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed looking at this. We're about to get on to my new gun. Now, for the sake of me being lazy, I'm going to keep on my webbing because it's fun to wear. It actually feels amazing for some reason. All right. Whew. It's late in the evening, so I'm pretty drowsy and tired. We have the German MP18 1918. What accent am I even doing? We have the German MP18 1918 machine gun. It was first made in 1918, late in the war before it ended. Pretty nifty, huh? Alright. It's amazing. I love it. I actually disassembled one of my old rifles to get me to fit this on. It's not exact. There would be a little opening where the shells come out. There would be a bolt right here. This would be more covering this, and it would be a darker wood and everything. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Now I'm going to get a different view for you in just 1 second. All right. Here it is. Sorry, so the light behind me makes everything foggy, as you can tell. Actually, hang on 1 second. I'll just turn that lower. There we go. Here it is, the German MP18. I made this out of a cardboard tube and my rifle, as you can see. I need some different lighting. All right, I'm trying to fit this in my jacket pocket. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go, some better lighting. Now this thing's pretty monster. It was supposed to be a little bit more sleeker and smaller. This barrel compartment area was supposed to be a little bit smaller, but with the hole not being able to find the right diameter of cardboard tube, it was a little bit difficult. All right, we have the body, magazine hold. I don't know what they call this little part that holds the magazine in. Oh, it's actually got some pretty cool, guns on the ground. It's got some pretty cool features. Since this is actually made from an old rifle, the battery area is all here, so it still makes a sound. Now, it isn't the sound of a machine gun. A machine gun wouldn't have that rifle sound. So yeah, but you know, if you're playing outside, use your imagination, because I'm a little kid, I play outside. You would just be holding it, and it's better than nothing. It's better than having to go bang, 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 or because that can hurt my teeth over time. All right, I keep on getting lost on track. We have the magazine, which comes out, and I love it. I love how this actually works, and it looks amazing. And it's just simple cardboard. I wish I would have done a tutorial on this, but once again, I don't have the time and effort I want to take with whole, because I have to make this on camera if I wanted to do a tutorial, and I'm not with the whole making stuff on camera. I just don't like having to control the camera and pay attention to what I'm doing. So, 1 second. One diddly darn second. I hope y'all enjoy. Oh, dang it. 1 second. I didn't even review the helmet. Goodness me, goodness my. Well, simple WW1 Brody helmet. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not WW1 actually, because they didn't have rope or. Hang on 1 second, I'm making a video. Rope strap with. I had to replace the liner. So I just put it on, and there you go. All right, well, ignore that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I will see y'all in another one. Please subscribe, like, or comment, ask any question. I always reply. That's a guarantee, because unlike others, I care about my subscribers. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Now, I actually haven't really seen this entire thing, but it looks amazing, honestly. This is my first time putting, I don't have the entire thing on, as you can tell, but hey, y'all better stay safe on the front line, okay? Dang, I look good. Y'all can't tell me I don't look good in this. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, please. I beg you. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.